Hello, everyone. Episode 66. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush here because I'm figuring we've put it in the title. Tom is in drag. Now, I'm assuming we've not shown this yet, but I want to acknowledge this. We were just going to do the episode as normal. We wrote all our topics, and we were just going to not acknowledge it. That was going to be the joke. The joke was that we didn't acknowledge it until right at the very end where I go, oh, Tom, why are you in drag? We were going to do that. However, ever since we put Tom in drag, I'm going to be honest, his demeanor and attitude has changed entirely. And it would be impossible not to acknowledge this because I don't know who I'm sat with right now.
Shut up. I'm talking.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm talking. Shut up. Shut up.
Jack, darling, hello. Oh, hello. Let's get that down there, please.
What is this? Why are you to people now? What? Right, Tom.
Dirty Twink.
I don't know if I can call you Dirty Twink, Tom.
My drag name is Dirty.
I know you. Who did we get that green lit?
Yeah, Dirty Twink is my name.
Who
Don't wear
approved
it out.
this?
I approved it.
I don't know if you have the authority. Right. So you guys, some of you might know, we did some fundraising for Calm in September, and you guys could vote on a lot of things, and the final thing you could vote on was which one of us had to wear drag for an episode. And you guys voted for Tom, who is now Dirty Twink. I'll be honest. I've not been in drag quite this intense, but I've been in drag before. You've taken to it in a different way to what I have. You've changed as a human. You are like a different character now. Right. Sorry. So yeah, you've done it. Why? What is it about this that's working for you in a way that clearly doesn't work for me?
I don't know.
Don't grab your that right. that whole thing. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what it is? Ever since I've walked in the room, it's like you're trying to seduce me. It's not going to work.
Everyone loves me.
Do they?
What's not to love? What's your worst moment, baby girl?
I'm really struggling.
Spit it out, sister.
Okay, yeah, we'll just get on with the podcast. Worst moment of the week. I guess we're just going to not acknowledge this.
Phone away.
No, I have my notes on here. My worst moment of the week. Can you seriously? Mario Kart's such a better name than Dirty Twink. Are you sure you don't have like a different? Can we not cook up a different?
You can
one?
call me DT if you want. Double DT.
Oh, because on account of the breasts.
No, I can't have massive willy. No breasts. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, that was the old me.
Where is your willy gone? By the way, it's gone. You do. Where have they put it? All right. Well, look, my worst moment of the week. It's the first section of the podcast. I'll go. I was in Luton Airport. I had to go to Italy. Great trip to Italy. What are you doing? Close your legs.
You like that, wouldn't you?
If you close your legs, yes. That's why I was asking for it. Anyway, I had to go on a trip to Italy. Very good trip. I imagine the video's out by now, so you can go watch it. Me and Harry tried a bunch of ice cream. It was all with Asphalt Legends. Shout out to them. Anyway, we had to fly there, however, from Luton Airport to Bologna, Italy. I had never been to Luton before, but I knew from the WillNE videos, apparently it's hell on earth. WillNE was entirely correct. Luton was genuinely so... I woke up at 4 a.m. I had to get a 2-hour cab that cost me like 200 quid. It was ridiculous to Luton Airport to then... Because someone offered me a lift and then they pulled out last minute. So then I had to get a cab. Cost me a fortune. But I eventually get there to Luton. I get there. I get in. I go to check in. Because I was like, oh, they sent me the thing said, oh, you can check in online if you go on the app. But I thought, I'll just do it at the airport. Got to the airport, went, oh, I'm here to check in. Go, oh, yeah. But if you check in at the desk, there's a £55 desk check-in fee. £55 just to get on the flight. What are we talking
darling.
about? So
Did you punch him in the bussy? That's what I
Mario
would have
Kart has
done.
tried to teach Tom some of the terms.
DT.
DT some of the terms, and she's not quite got them, have you? Really?
Mother.
Have you got notes? Have you written down notes? Anyway, so they say we're going to charge you £55 per person. There's two of us. I'm going with Scott because he's filming. Per person to check in to your flight. And I'm like, I said, I looked at the lady, I went, oh, fuck that. I'm going to check it on the app then. And she went, oh, no, it's too late at this point. You can't. The app's closed now. I'm like, so I have to pay £110 to get on the plane? And they're like, yes. What do you mean? Well, that's robbery. I think that's actually theft. I actually got robbed by Ryanair. I mean, look, I'm flying Ryanair. Maybe it's my fault, but I got robbed by Ryanair. They charged me 110 quid just to check in, right? But I get through. I've got 2 hours left of the flight. I'm a bit mugged off because I've been robbed 110 quid. I'll go get myself a breakfast. Sit down in the place. Looks all right. They come over. What do you want? Oh, you know what? I'm fancying a little bit of steak and eggs. I was delivered genuinely. This steak was burnt. I don't even know how you burn steak. I get how you make it well done, and it was more than well done. It tastes like actually burnt meat.
Give me their names and I'll have a piece of them.
What?
Sort them out.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't remember, but it was at Luton Airport. And then I ended up walking past JD Sports. Just the whole experience of being in Luton was actually horrible. Genuinely, the fact that people live there and that some people have to fly from Luton frequently it made me sad because I got robbed. I got halfway through the steak and realised halfway through I was like, no one's forcing me to eat this. I can actually stop. That's how bad it was. I said it out loud. I went, I've just realised I don't need to eat this. I'm going to stop. This is dreadful. The eggs were fine. Fine eggs. But anyway, and then did anything else happen at Luton? I feel like it did. I feel like I wrote down more. It was just dreadful. Actually just dreadful. At the worst time at Luton. What happened to you, TD?
Well, TD doesn't have a bad moment, but I'll tell you about Tom.
Sure.
Best friend Tom. He dropped a MacBook on his toe. Oh, right. His toe's gone black.
Black?
Yeah.
The nail?
He's seriously worried about it.
Been to the doctors? Has he been to the doctors?
No. He's just kind of discovered himself in different ways instead. He was sat by the piano and he went to lean over in the MacBook. It was quite a classic worst moment of the week, really just run of the mill. Was leaning forward and a MacBook just the corner of it. And at one point you're thinking, oh my God, are you dropping your laptop? That's terrible. But the next minute when it lands on your toe, double as bad. But in a sense, it was good because the toe blocked it, broke the fall. But so Tom's not very happy.
On account of his black toenail?
Yeah, no, he's not good.
It probably will fall off. Do you know that?
It's happened before to Tom after he did the military assault course video with you, darling. Good boy.
No. I prefer it with the flower. I preferred it when the flower lady said it. It's a little callback to Objectivity. You can go watch that.
But I'll tell you about something else that happened to Tom.
Oh, go on.
Guess I'm doing this the whole.
Is this how you're going to do the episode?
I'll be honest with you, it's quite hard work for me to re-perspective everything. And I.
What was that?
What?
You made a noise. Okay.
So and when I say I'm talking about Tom. Which is easier for me. Dirty Twink thinks in the first person.
As to most.
But for everyone else, like if I was describing what Jack had been up to, I'd also say I.
Okay.
That's why I describe what Tom did as I.
Yep. All right.
It's a bit clearer. Ask me about my backstory later on.
You have a backstory? Is that how drag works?
Every drag queen has a backstory. I was raised my parents were killed. I fell down a well.
You're raised by the well.
Do you want to know? I'll tell you quickly before I tell you about Tom's other moment.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, my parents were killed and I fell down a well. And the only thing that I could see out the top of the well was bats.
This is
then-
just the origin of Batman.
and it gave me powers.
No, that's not what happens. He's scared of the bats.
bit me, so I dressed up as one.
You're
And
not
that's
dressed as a bat, though.
yeah, not now.
Actually, no, you look a little bit like Rouge the Bat from Sonic.
Yeah, so
I'll be honest, it's just the boobs, really. It's just the boobs. That make you that.
I fight crime in Gotham.
You sound awfully similar to this one guy.
What?
You are like a blend of Batman and Rouge the Bat from Sonic, but again, mainly just because of the Chebs.
But
Chebs is great. Can we bring back the word Chebs? I just think that's a great word.
not with me, you can't. Little girl. Stupid little girl.
It's not.
Stupid queen. Actual idiot queen. Shut the hell up, queen.
So
Idiot darling. Stupid idiot darling. Shut the fuck up.
what is it? Oh,
Yeah, so anyway, I fell
this
down
is-
as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like bats now.
It's really weird because right. I've done this before, Tom. I've dressed. I've
DT.
been in your shoes, but you have like adopted a whole persona.
Well, baby, some of us have commitment issues and some of us don't.
What does that mean in
you
this
know
context?
what it means, don't you? Hmm?
Also, saying that about me is mad, by the way. Right? I've never done nothing like that.
Not what I heard.
Not anyone heard. That's why it's been coming up. Genuinely, this will be about a month's worth of fucking episodes at this point. I didn't do anything. Please.
No one said you did?
Yes, they did. People did say that. That's the whole reason I keep having to say I didn't. Anyway, Jesus, what happened to Tom?
Well, yeah, so I'll just say I, of course, because that's how...
Yep, you've been over it.
Yeah. So I went to see James Marriott's gig, last night. He was playing in the Brighton Dome.
Yeah.
It was amazing, right? I went to see it. But beforehand, I was hanging out with my friends Bill and Freddie.
Yeah.
And Bill, he... how do I put this? He took me into the Bill zone.
What?
I inhaled my way to a more peaceful state.
I think I figured out what the Bill zone is.
I was kissed on the lips by Mother Mary. Okay,
That's how you're calling it. The
I,
Bill zone.
yeah, I flirted with the Green Goddess, and she showed me just
I thought you could say the Green Goblin.
just a trinkle of her ways. Now that's my enemy.
It's another part of the backstory.
Yeah,
Right. So yeah,
I hate other people that dress up as
think-
bats.
I think they've got it. I think the ones that are gonna get it have got it, and the ones that aren't, they've got no chance at this point. Okay. You were in the Bill zone.
I was in the Bill zone, right? And I went into this gig I've never been to. I'll be honest, I've never even been around my audience when I'm in the Bill zone. It's been a particularly private affair for me. But I thought, you know what, I'll do. I've been convinced by the great Bill zone. So I thought I'll go to this gig. Go in, it's fine. I sort of meet the band. I'll be honest, maybe they could tell something was a little up with me.
Everyone could.
Okay. Really?
The first thing I said to you had a drink? And you went, no. And I'm like, sure.
I was in a more peaceful place. And then I stood about. This is when I knew things was bad, is I went through to the merch line, but I didn't know where to decide what merch I wanted. So I just stood in like the corner of like halfway through the queue. I just blocked it and I just stood there like that, staring at the merch for like a while. And people were like, are you TommyInnit? And I was like, what shirt do you think I should get? And they were like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't want any of them. I stood there for a while and then I walked away and then I went backstage. And then anyway, finally I went out to see the show.
Yep.
And we were sat on the top. You remember you were there with Harry
I was sat with you.
Yeah. And then like all of the audience turned around and looked at us.
There was like a mini meet and greet, yeah.
But like
so everyone on the floor, because we were up top, everyone on the floor did just turn around and go,
I'll
and
tell you
see us all
now,
walk in.
that's a pretty different experience.
You enjoyed it a lot, though.
I was very happy.
You kept eating into it because you kept going, and they'd all cheer, and then you go,
It was I felt like God.
yeah.
I felt like deeply powerful.
James isn't on yet, by the way. I want to clarify. If James was there, this would be BM, but it was just like in the 5 minutes
James
before the
wasn't
show.
on.
Like no support act. It's just house music playing. Like they're all looking for something to do.
But I felt like I was in another world because I just kept, and I was just like, I got some
and
great
then people
videos.
kept coming up for pictures, and you looked deeply bothered.
People kept coming up for pictures, but I didn't know socially what to do, so I just stood up and sat on the other side.
You moved away.
I felt really. This is the first time I've ever done that in my life, but I didn't know what to. I genuinely wasn't equipped socially while on a different universe.
What's mad though is that I just feel like that all the time. I just don't feel equipped socially all the time. But you know,
I walked a day in your shoes, and it was actually really rough because I was just like, I don't even know what. Just people were like, "Are you TommyInnit?" And I was like, "I don't." But you're not meant to talk to strangers. It was just weird. The whole thing, it went against everything I knew. This dad came up to me, as my daughter's over there, and I was just like, oh. I was like cheering. I was leaning over to Freddie like, Freddie, this was a mistake. And Freddie kept being like, there's 1,000 people looking at you. And I go, nah, there's not. And I look left and I go, nah, what the fuck? It was a pretty unusual place to be in.
Yeah.
It was one of the most unusual experiences of my life.
I enjoyed it because I'd maybe had a couple of beers, but otherwise I was pretty fine. And I had a beer in my hand as I walked in. And I sat down in my seat, and a few people were waving, and if I waved, then more people would wave. And then the whole room's waving at a certain point, and I sort of just went and cheersed everyone, and then they all cheered, and I thought, huh. And then I went, and they cheer again, and then I went, gulp, 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 and just started backing the whole pint, and it erupted. People were down to watch me down a pint, and I felt very accomplished. He did leave me without a pint for a majority of the gig. It didn't really pay off. So then I went and got another one.
You ate?
Yes. I saw WillNE. That was nice. Got to speak to him.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while. I didn't know he was there. And then I was walking to the bathroom. And I was walking back from the bathroom. Because that's why I didn't sit with you the whole gig. Because then I ran into Will and Max Fosh. And I thought, well, they're, one, not in the bill zone, so easier to talk to. And two,
I was pretty difficult to talk to.
They had a really nice spot. And I was like, oh, excellent. You can see much better here, I'm going to say here. But Will, I haven't seen him. So I'm going to have to explain a bit of lore here. So on the WillNE episode, we had a discussion about Will and the fact that when him and his girlfriend broke up, they did, for a period of time, they did joint custody of their sausage dog. And Will got to see the dog at the weekends or something. I thought this was particularly funny. I thought, so I mocked him for it because I thought, what sort of self-respecting man does joint custody of a sausage dog? And I said, if me and Eleanor split, I would give up the cats and I wouldn't see them anymore. What no one in the room at the time knew,
including me,
including
Tom,
you, including literally anybody in the room knew, was that me and Eleanor had broken up the day before. So this wasn't something I was saying hypothetically. It was just the truth. And Will looked at me, obviously because he doesn't know, and goes, yeah, well, I hope it happens soon, mate. So he obviously saw me yesterday for the first time since then. Well, actually, not the first time, but the first time since the news was public. He saw me again briefly in between, but he still didn't know. He saw me and he was like, I'm sorry about the relationship. And then I confessed to him in that moment that actually, I told him that story, like how it actually already happened, mate. So yeah, it was a bit hard. And you could tell he felt very bad. But so I've forgiven him. I've forgiven him. You know, and it meant there was a funny moment where James, he said, there's this one song and he goes, is anyone in the room in love tonight? And I just slowly went to Will, just gave him a deadpan stare and he laughed. And I thought, I'm glad he can see some joy in it. Brought the mood down in this room. Sorry, I just thought,
darling, let's ask a little bit more about me. You hardly know me. I want to get you to know me.
The next two topics are mine.
Ask me about my life. You've heard a lot about Tom. Ask me about DT.
Last time I asked you about you tried to convince me you were Batman.
I was fibbing, darling.
All right, so what's your real origin story?
Oh, well, I had my parents did die.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. So I was raised on the streets.
Rest in peace.
Nah, they were knobheads.
Oh, okay.
The only way I could survive crime was with my good looks. So people would try and rob me and I go, oh, no, you don't. And that'd be enough. So I go around stopping crimes. I guess it's
only crimes that were happening to you, though.
Yeah, very self-indulgent. And then one man shouted at me, hey, you dirty twink. And I was so offended, I said, I'm going to make that my name to empower myself. So I did that. And then I live in a mansion now.
Oh, how'd you get that?
Money. Come on, darling, use that noggin. Yeah, so
So
that's
as I
my.
was saying,
Anyway,
guys,
but now I'm getting into the. What? Sorry, what is it, little boy?
go on, finish the
But
story.
no, I would like to ask a little bit more about me. You have the honour of having me on this.
But we've got a whole planned episode.
Sometimes DT likes to throw away the plans, make her own plan.
I don't like that. What was that? What was what did you hip thrust?
How rich are you?
Not enough for
I'll
you.
sleep
I
with you
don't
and kill
think.
you if you're crazy rich.
No, I'm not crazy rich. Just all. I'm
I
just,
hear you're single. That's what I just learned from that story. Yeah, all right. Well, then you go on with your little stories then, little boy.
what is the little boy thing?
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, this could
I got
kill
leopard
me.
print at home. I
Leopard
bought
what?
everything. Leopard print everything. Leopard print kettle, leopard print toaster, leopard print kitchen, mate. Get on. Get on with your story. You're
So,
boring me.
As I said, I had to go to Italy. I had to go to
Right, too
Italy.
much.
So I was in Italy for a few days. It was to do a trip with Asphalt Legends where they took us around the Ferrari Museum and the Ferrari factory, and it was a very Ferrari heavy trip. So we were in Maranello, Italy, because that's where Ferrari are based. And it was really nice. I had a really good time. But we wanted to film a bigger video for the Asphalt stuff to be part of. So I asked them if they would add 2 days onto the trip, and I was going to fly Harry out, and we were going to do a video in Italy. I hadn't fully decided on what it was at the time, but we ended up going around and trying to see if we could find the best ice cream in Italy. Right? And it was a fun little time. We tried a bunch of ice cream. I felt a bit sick by the end. Ate a lot of ice cream. Not a good idea running about and just eating loads of ice cream on a cold day. None of it's good. Harry was really ill. But you know what? We had a good time. I think the video's in real world, it's still being edited, but it's out now. So you can watch it and let me know if you think it's good. I hope it's good, but I don't know. Obviously, on account of I've not even flipping seen it, idiot. So anyway, we did that. But what this meant was we had a bit of a hotel problem where when I booked it, they went, oh yeah, there's only 2 rooms. And there was 3 boys. There was me, Harry, and Scott, who was filming it on his camera. This was a problem because that meant 2 of us were going to have to share a room. And I felt it was wrong to make Scott share. So I said, I'll share with Harry because we're good friends. And he was so ill. He showed up just coughing and sneezing. And I've got my own room. And then next thing you know, there's not even 2 beds. There's 1 bed. I'm to share a bed with AverageHarry, and he's coughing and sneezing, right? And he keeps falling asleep at times you wouldn't expect. He'll just sit down to chill. Next thing you know, he's asleep. He's just asleep on top of the bed in his jeans, and with a vape and 2 packs of Velo next to him. Right,
God.
Falls asleep with a snus in. I wake him up. I go, Harry, you got snus in? He goes, oh no, I've swallowed it, mate, and goes back to sleep. Right, it's disgusting.
Why not cut up his throat with micro cuts?
I mean, technically, yeah, but it'll be all right.
Oh.
All that, right? And I'm sure he swallowed 2 snus one day. I'm not sure that's good for you. No wonder he was ill. Probably he's dying actually of snus. Anyway,
You're funny.
thanks, man. So we're like, yeah, I have to share a bed with him, and I'll tell you what, man, he kept farting. He's kept farting. I was getting annoyed. I'd be trying to sleep, and next thing you know, and we're facing back to back, you know what I mean? So the fart's coming in my direction.
Oh God!
But it's loud. One time it was 4 a.m. I got woke up by a loud fart, and I was actually just so angry because he'd farted so much. I didn't even joke. I went, oh, come on, man. He starts laughing. I went, nah, seriously, because you put me in a bad mood now, and went back to sleep. I was so angry with him.
Did he wake himself up?
He was awake. He really struggled to sleep. He struggled to share a bed with me. I don't know why. I didn't mind too much. You know, we didn't touch or anything. Anyway, yeah, he kept fighting, but I will give him credit where credit's due. Didn't smell. Not a single one of the farts smelled. I don't know how you even do that. It worried me a bit. I think farts should have at least a bit of a smell. It makes me think he's not real, or maybe like an android or something. You know what I mean? Like
I think it would be a very poorly coded android.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just like none of them smelled even a bit, which was good because it meant if they did, I would have actually kicked off.
Yeah.
It's wrong to fart and it smell. That's why my nan seems to reckon she's allowed to fart because hers don't smell. She said that once. She got up and as she got up, she farted. Sorry, she probably hates the fact I'm telling this, but it's true. She doesn't want actually.
Hey, she's a queen.
Sure. But and then I went. We all chuckled, and she was like, "What?" She didn't even know she'd done it. We were like, "You farted as you got up," and she's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter when it's me. It's just my farts are just air." That's what she said. They don't smell. They're just air. What's everyone else's farts, Nan?
It's true. Girls' farts are just air. Honestly.
Actually, seriously.
Yeah, genuinely. And I don't poo.
I heard that about girls.
And the one thing about me that's unlike all other girls is I actually get paid quadruple. Okay? They have to cut the wage gap down. That's where all the wages go in.
That's why the wage gap's so strong. You took all the woman
I
right.
took all the wage for women, yeah. Darling.
Is that not good? Is that not bad even?
Dirty twink, don't care, I'm evil. Sexy evil, though.
And then, so we went round Italy. It was great. I'll be honest, me and Scott Post just really amused each other the whole time because like everyone else, we were the only two English people on the trip. We were there with Jimmy here and his girlfriend Alana, and me and Scott were the only English people. And then there was a bunch of esports players, all of which were from around different places in Europe, and everyone spoke English, but not, English, I'm talking like British English. We were hitting slang and stuff that people weren't getting. And eventually just became this whole trip of us two doing jokes that wouldn't like we got on the bus. Bear in mind, there's a bunch of esports players. They're all they're lovely people, but they're a bit more introverted. These are gamers that spend all their time just like focused on one game, And I got on the bus and it's all the esports players, me and Scott on a bus. That's all it is. And we're driving away. There's no music on. So I went, DJ, can you put some tunes on? Really loud. Not a single laugh. No one finds this funny at all, other than Scott, who finds it hilarious that nothing lands. This just happens throughout the trip. I just keep doing little jokes. I started doing this one bit where I would just dance or jump up. I've decided the best joke you can do as a grown adult man is jump up and down in excitement. There is nothing funnier than when someone tells you something, I go, really? You being serious? And I jump up and down.
That's quite good.
It's really good. So I started hitting that a lot. And no one was finding it funny, but I just kept looking at Scott and going, nah, deep the banter though. I'm actually hilarious. Deep the banter, deep the banter.
Deep the banter.
And we just kept saying deep the banter and it became our big joke. Close your legs. It's not proper.
I can sit how I want to sit.
No, it's not right. I don't think.
I sit what I do I want.
Something about it feels wrong. And look, maybe there's some...
I'm sorry, you want me to shut my legs, but you can sit with yours open whenever you want.
Mine aren't open. They're never
open.
They
often are.
They're not. I sit like this.
Oh, okay. I get it.
I'll be honest. I think for some people they'd say this is gender double standards, but for me, I don't think anyone should have their legs open. Ever. No.
Bad boy.
What was that? What did you just do? You just you did a weird head thing. You're so shit.
I'm sexual.
It's not sexual. It's off-putting. It's off-putting that it's bothering
to
me.
you. It's off-putting to you, little boy. You can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
No. One, I'm contractually obligated to be in the kitchen. Two,
You ain't used to being around a big dog. That's what it is.
No, I'm not used to you.
You going.
I'm not used to you trying to be sort of seductive. It's really off-putting.
Maybe for you, not for our millions of viewers.
It might be.
I hope not. Really hope not, because I've been doing this for a while.
I don't know how to carry on.
Just because you can't back Dirty Twink doesn't mean Dirty Twink can't back themselves.
The podcast is built off of our electric rapport. We had, everyone always says that. They go, this is the reason the podcast works. You have an electric rapport, but our rapport is altered right now in this way that I don't like. I don't know how to bounce off of you, DT. I don't know how it works.
Oh, you'd want to bounce on me, wouldn't you?
No, stop it. I don't. No. I'm never, ever, ever, ever doing a podcast again, ever with anyone who is trying to be sexually flirty with me the whole time. It's off-putting. No one should ever flirt with me if they want me to do a podcast with them. I don't.
You've gone red.
No, I've got with rage because I don't know how.
Doesn't look like rage to me.
What? I don't have a hard on, if that's what you're trying to imply.
Looks like you do.
Oh, it does actually. Oh, my fly's not undone. My fly's undone at all. Hang on. Cut to Tom's camera while I do my fly.
Just DT's charm.
Hey, hang on.
How you doing, cameraman back there?
Yeah, no, you see, that is off-putting. But anyway, no, I don't have an erection. I don't have an erection. And I'm actually the least erect I've ever been. I've shriveled up. I've gone in. I've gone in. I have a bussy now. You know what I'm saying? I know that's not really what a bussy is. I know it. I'm familiar with all the terms. I'm pretty clued into the space. Anyway, you have a topic about Laser Quest.
Yeah, I'll tell you Tom's story. Yeah, I say it in I, of course. I always just have to explain that. It's just one of the few rules of DT.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Basically, yeah, I went Laser Quest with my mum. I was taking my mum for Laser Quest because it was a birthday. It was a big surprise. Harry spoiled it, though. Harry, who was invited but couldn't make it because he was with you, twat, texted my mum, who didn't know about a birthday surprise. He texted her, "So sorry, I can't make it to Laser Quest tonight." My mum replied, "What?" I was fuming. And then he almost texted my mum, "OMG, was I not meant to tell you?" And then he texted me. And I know he sent that because he had it typed and then sent me the screenshot.
Thing is...
But it wasn't his fault.
Yeah, because what you should do is if it's a surprise party, tell people.
I can forgive her, darling. So I forgave him. And what?
I was saying, I think if it's a surprise party, you have to tell people it's a surprise.
Yeah, I'm good at surprises.
That doesn't mean anything. Look, you have to tell people it's a surprise. You also, I'm going to tell you, you planned this birthday dreadfully. You messaged me on Tuesday of last week. You went, "Hey Jack, we're doing Laser Quest for my mum's birthday. I would love for you to come." I go, "Oh, Tom?" Oh no, you said we do. You went, "It's next Saturday." I went, "Oh, I'm free next Saturday. Let's do it. Book me a slot." And then I check your calendar because I have that, and I see that it's booked in for that Saturday, not next Saturday, the Saturday that was coming. And I was in Italy, so I was like, "Oh," I had to message you and go, "Tom, I'm not free for Laser. That's not next week. That's this weekend, not next weekend." And you told everyone it was the wrong weekend. And then secondly, not told them it was a surprise. So of course they told your mum about it.
Yeah, Tom makes mistakes, but we love him, though.
Sure. Also, I don't think your mum even wanted to do Laser Quest. I think you just wanted to do Laser Quest. So you booked that for your mum.
I thought she'd enjoy it.
I don't know.
She had an amazing time.
Did she?
But she does have chronic fatigue.
I was about to say, your mum does have ME. It's like making her run around on her birthday just feel... at the end of the day, after a big day...
I checked with her mum, are you right to do something physically active? And she's like, yeah. So I did actually check.
Okay.
So actually...
You've been forgiven on that.
Kudos to me.
On that front, you've been forgiven. Please don't rub your boots together. They make a horrible sound. That's a horrible sound. Please don't do that. That's going to go through me. It's like the polystyrene from earlier. Everyone found out today my two big weaknesses, which is the sound of like balloons rubbing together, which that roughly is, and the sound of polystyrene. So if we could just not have those things, please.
I actually look gorgeous. Sorry, I put a mirror next to me.
You look lovely, Tom. It's not about the way you look. Can I just say my discomfort with this is nothing to do with the way you look. It's the way you're being. You're being strange.
Me?
Yes. Yeah, it's shit like that that's off-putting to me. You look great, Tom. It looks great. You're a bit tall. No one should be that much taller than me. I find it. Zoil and my manager Brian are the only two people on earth that are that much taller than me, and I've managed to reconcile it with them. So yeah, Laser Quest. Let's pick that back up.
Yeah. So we went Laser Quest. Yeah, we're enjoying Laser Quest. It's beautiful because everyone's not taking it really seriously. It's all like adults that go this time. Do you remember when we went and it was like there were some younger people? It's all like everyone about our age. We go in, we're playing. And it's actually going amazing because we're the red team. There's a yellow team. You know, there's that high bit at Laser Zone Brighton. Yeah. We will charge up there. We're going red, 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 red. And it like clears them. And then if they charge, they go yellow, yellow, yeah. And we created like informal rules we all abided by. It was amazing. It was this beautiful, great, intense role play. But there's this girl, I swear I recognised. I was like, I swear I recognise you. She's like, I don't know you. I was like, no, I do know you. She's like, all right. Anyway, we're having a great time. Oh, also, I've covered my face in stuff. Because basically, I spent a tenner to get these...
so I thought you meant now.
No, I spent a tenner to get these...
It took me a minute.
I spent a tenner to get these laser... that was where it all started. These laser glow-up pet
like glow-in-the-dark face paint?
Yeah, and I covered myself in paint. And so I made Freddie bright orange, his face. Me, I was all yellow and shit. yellow and blue and all the colours, right? And I drew KYS on my arm, and I'd hold it to opponents like that, but then they'd laser me in the arm. So yeah, it was like a intimidation thing. But yeah, then I went and oh yeah, afterwards I was like, I swear you know you. She was like, oh my God, I know where I know you. I was like, where? She was like, I work at the chemist. I gave you your antidepressants the other day. I was like, nah, really? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh, so you have all my medical records? She was like, yep. And then her mate was like, are you TommyInnit? And I was like, yeah, I am, I guess. But it was a pretty weird moment, like playing an intense game with your chemist. Because whenever I meet chemists, I always wonder what they do for fun. And now I know.
Laser quest.
Yeah, but no, it was really fun. It was really, really, really fun.
I'm glad you had a good day.
I had an amazing day. We went to Oaxaca for dinner. We had an amazing time walking around the lanes. It was a beautiful day. And then I did a couple stand-up gigs this week. Oh, I had a rough one.
You should do stand-up like this.
I will. I
firm.
I did this gig, yeah. But guess what? Midway through the gig, like I went on, there was 10 people in the room, quiet night, I'm testing out all this new stuff. I spent all day memorizing it, genuinely all day. And then immediately there's this there's 10 people and 4 of them recognize me loudly. And I'm already in my head about the material. Let me tell you, it was a difficult one, that, Jack, trying to get through any material with 4. And they were lovely lads, but I was very thrown. So I had to read it on it was just a difficult gig.
I occasionally I'll get distracted from the story by the fact that, yeah, you like look different.
I look gorgeous.
Yeah, and I just I zoned out a little bit at the end.
What were you thinking about? DT can keep a secret, not like Tom. Tom can't keep any secrets.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, what I've done is I've actually cramped up my neck. I've got.
Oh, want me to
leave it?
All right.
Sorry, I fixed it now. What? Oh, bastard. I can't remember what I was thinking, to be honest.
What were you thinking about me?
I don't remember.
Everyone usually is.
Nice one. I really don't know how to respond to this stuff, Tom. It's not my forte.
Flirting, it's a good practice.
I'm not good at it.
You're about to get back out in the game.
I've learnt this about myself.
You seem a little flustered.
No, yeah, maybe, but I don't think in the way you think. I realised like I've been out the I was out the game. I've been out the game for 4 years.
Well, go on, try out a line or two on me.
I don't want to. That really is probably. I'm not. I don't think I'm ready. I don't.
You look quite panicked there, Jack.
Yeah, I realised I
can calm you down.
I'm not. So anyway,
darling,
I guess
sister.
Flying home, by the way, from Italy. I'm going back to Italy. Not much better than flying out. Gonna say it. Flew home. Had a Ryanair flight booked. I already wasn't excited. I got to the plane. Why does it say Buzz on the side? I'm on Buzz Air. Buzz. There's a big picture of a bee and it says Buzz. and we all look at the plane and we go, we're going to fucking crash and die. What the fuck is Buzz Air? Right? What do you mean Buzz Air?
These flights.
And I don't know. I got on Buzz Air. Tell you this, wasn't buzzing to get on. Right? There it is. Little joke for everybody. Yeah, go on. Yeah, nice one. So we got on Buzz Air. We sort of made a bunch of jokes about how we're going to crash and die on the way on, but ultimately it's all fine. And then we get about halfway through the flight and it gets mad turbulent.
Really?
Starts really, really bumping around and shaking. Stop looking at yourself in the mirror. Have a conversation with me. What are you doing?
Sorry, baby.
So we're flying around, and yeah, it's just mad turbulent, and we're just like getting shaken all about. And yeah, but that was it. That was a mad thing about that flight. I'm on that fucking flight, right? The whole flight, I sleep the whole time, other than when the turbulence gets really bad, it wakes me up and I go, oh, well,
Jesus.
what am I going to do? Die? I'll just go back to sleep. I'm trying to be funny, but if the plane's going down, it's going down, bruv. Like, I'm going to sleep regardless. Anyway, we're about to get off. I'm like waiting to, we've landed, we didn't die, and I'm waiting to get off. I stand up. Oh no, sorry. The seatbelt sign goes off and I'm still sat down, but the fella on the row in front of us stands up. Look at him, I'm like, what the fuck? It was my fucking old boss. From Mansfield.
No way.
He was on the flight from Italy. Because my old company has an office in Bologna, which is where we'd flown from. And I knew that. And I sort of joked that I should go visit the company. I definitely would have been able to. My old boss was there. I just didn't know. And
Did you have a good chinwag with him?
not a proper one, because obviously we were about to get off the plane, and if I'd seen him beforehand, I would have properly chatted to him. But I was like, what the fuck? But then I got nervous because I guess because he used to be my boss, and like I used to, there's like a hierarchy of things. When I got dead excited, I went, what the fuck? What are you doing here? I then got dead nervy because I was like, I just swore at him. I can't do that. And like genuinely, like it unsettled me. Like I felt bad. And he used to swear all the time. It wasn't even a problem when I worked there. But I had this real thing. I could feel myself go a bit nervous.
Really?
And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was nice. It was nice catching up with him. But I was like, Jesus Christ, what a small world. Like I've not seen him. I left that company coming on 5 years ago. I haven't seen him since once. Not even in Mansfield. And I see him on a flight home from Bologna. What a weird coincidence.
It is weird.
Just really odd. So that was odd. And then like I had another situation like that. This is a smaller one. But like I was on I told the story on the podcast. I was on the train the other day, and that guy kept looking at me weird. And like he like smiled at me, and then he walked away, and that girl was like, that guy was staring at you, wasn't he? The really weird. I obviously met that girl on the train, whatever. I'm walking past a shop the other day, and there's a sign outside that's just like, it's like a beauty salon. It's like, here's all our staff and what they do. And it said like tattoo artist. I'm like, she looks really familiar. And then I clocked, it was the fucking girl from the train. And I was like, what are the odds that I like walk past a sign and she's just on it? And I met her on the train like 2 days prior. It's just, the world is small. It's weird.
It really is.
It's just,
it is weird. It's weird.
It's all weird shit. Anyway, I'm convinced, this is why I'm getting less and less convinced that I have powers and more convinced that it's all a sham. The world. I think it's
you've had quite a mindset change.
It's a simulation, or maybe like I'm in some sick version of the Truman Show. But like the cast they're running out of extras. They're running out of extras. They're having to reuse them. Like, they'll put me in situations and they're just like, fuck, we've got no one. Chuck his old boss in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're running out of like side characters in my life.
Wow.
Like they're like, oh shit, who do we put on the sign? Oh, put the lady from the train on there. You're running. The RAM we're running out of RAM. We can't have as many. We can't have as many characters rendered as we used to, or something. Like something's gone wrong. Just something is just weird. Something is weird, but I don't know. Apparently, you've been doing the toilet.
Tom
wrong?
found out he's completely been doing the toilet wrong.
What does that mean?
It turns out, if you stand next to the toilet bowl to pee, it all goes in.
Where were you standing?
Quite far back.
Why?
I just thought that's where you were supposed to stand.
Sometimes I do that as a challenge because I've got a long stream, so I'm like,
I have a really long, and then I would clean up after.
No. But I'm saying like sometimes I just start peeing and start walking backwards, see how far I can get before I start missing. I tell you, I've gone across the room.
Well,
you just got to angle up.
Now imagine a lifetime of that.
Yeah, you can't play that game all the time, especially not in toilets that aren't your own.
Oh God, no! I've cleaned up.
Unless it's a public toilet.
I've cleaned up everywhere. I've missed everywhere, and I realised if I actually just stand a couple of inches closer and just pee directly downwards.
Oh God, yeah.
Rather than sort of like a slow curve down that trails off at the end.
You didn't need to do that.
I didn't. I was like, I wonder what.
How
do
far
this.
do you reckon you could get from the toilet?
No. Let me. Like, I shimmied a bit closer to it, and I was like, oh my God, it's going in. Every single pee, I've had to been on my hands and knees afterwards. I couldn't believe it.
Why weren't you sitting at that point?
Well, if I sit, a crazy thing happens when I stand up. Where there's a moment of tension where more comes out.
Yeah, your bladder's weird.
And then, so I just stopped doing that.
Genuinely, how far? I reckon if this is a toilet.
I noticed you've stood up and gone out of the frame.
I could be here.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm talking. You know what I mean? I know the viewers can't see that, but that was just...
That was very, very
Tom's
far.
reaction. Yeah, the mirror said that's 5, 6 feet, 6, 7 feet. But, but yeah, I can't.
Darling, no.
It's just a bit of fun sometimes to see how far you can get.
Well, I passed my theory test.
Oh, well done.
My theory test I was deeply worried about. I only got 2 marks wrong.
That's really good. I really thought you were going to fail.
So did I. I only did the hazard perception that morning.
Yeah, but hazard perception's easy. It's the other bit I thought you were going to fail.
Yeah, I'd only passed it 1 or 2 times on the the test in the practice app. I was very, very, very stunned that I only got 2 wrong.
That's really good.
Thank you. And it was like doing school again. You go in there and they're all like, oh, take your phone, or be quiet. I was thinking, well, I'm a bloody adult. Don't tell me what to do. But I had to follow the orders.
I was still in school when I did it, so I suppose I didn't really think of it
It's
as being
very,
weird.
very school-esque. It's like, and you're on like a shit Windows XP computer. It's like very,
Yeah.
so that was pretty mad. But I passed it. I was clicking through. I loved it. I was thinking, I wasn't sure I had it, and then it printed out. I could not believe. I rang everyone. I actually rang everyone I know. I literally went through my whole contacts going, you'll never guess what. Passed my
You
theory
didn't
test.
ring me.
I texted you.
You did.
So I texted. It didn't feel like the right thing to ring you.
You did text me. That's right.
Yeah, but individual text.
I was proud of you. I even said, well done.
I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
got a lot of pride from everyone.
Yeah.
And there's the other mad thing. Totally, I found out about gambling. What I did was, I went to this Pokemon card shop in the lanes, right? It's behind a tattoo parlour. It's inside the tattoo parlour in the back. You go in.
Ooh, that's cool. I like places like that.
I'll take you to it. I spent a tenner on Pokemon cards, got 3 packs.
Mm.
I opened 3. I got a full art rare one. But because it's a speciality card place, if you then hand it into the lady,
You get the money back.
she just gives you more cards.
Oh.
I traded in a full art for 2 more packs.
Huh?
It was amazing. I could have spent all my money in there
What's the point, though, if you're then... Surely you want to keep the cool cards.
because you get like a semi-cool one to put it in to then hopefully get an incredibly cool one. It's gambling. What it is gambling. It's like when you get more money and you go, what if I can get even more money with this more money I have?
And then you
What
end
it
up
is
with
is
no money.
Yeah, and then I end up with a
bunch of shit cards.
I lost my Wheel Tough full art. But yeah, that was very exciting. I'd like to take you there. I had a very, very fun time doing that.
Angela, I've not opened many packs. I opened some packs on stream at TwitchCon because there was, I told you about this, there's the Elgato booth that really wasn't well defended. And anytime I just saw anyone streaming in there that I knew, I just let myself in. So I went in and Jimmy here was opening Pokemon packs. And he's like, oh, you should do one. I was like, yep. So I did one and I got 2 rare pulls from 1 pack.
Wow.
Couldn't tell you what they were. I don't know shit about Pokemon, but proud of myself. Felt good. I've also decided, we're getting back to Italy. I've just been in Italy a lot. The Italian way of life I've decided I'm jealous of it. I think I would love to be Italian. You know? It's just like every fucking meal. Like, I tell you what, like, not everything ran on time. It was Italy. That's how it goes. Famously, just not a very on-time people, the Italians. But I tell you what, every meal was on time. Every time it was food time, they were there.
What? Sorry, what else wasn't on time? The Italians themselves.
What? No,
I thought you said food wasn't on time.
Well, no, food was always
What
on
wasn't
time.
on time?
Anything else. Anything else was late.
Really?
But food, on the dot.
You go.
Food always showed up. They come out. The service is great. The food is always fucking delicious wherever you get it. You go like anywhere. I went to like just a middle of nowhere like pizzeria. It was gorgeous. Like you get really good stuff, right? Lots of cured meats. You know, I'm on my cured meats kick. I ate so many cured meats.
Of course.
I had pasta. And I like that I always struggle between, you know, when you go to Italian, it's like, oh, do I get some pasta or do I get something off the grill? You go to Italy, primi, secondi. You have 2 courses. It's a 4-course system, right? You have your starters.
Because they call everything different there.
And they have the antipasti, which is the first. Then you have primi, which is the first course. This is usually a pasta dish. Then secondi, this is usually something that's like either a meat or a fish. Then you have dessert. What an incredible system. You just make you make the pasta a bit smaller and you make the meat a bit smaller and then you can have both. And it's great. So I did that every time we had food. Bit of pasta, bit of meat.
That sounds beautiful.
Banging. It was the best. And then the wine there's always wine with the meal.
Oh,
There's
baby.
always wine. Midday, doesn't fucking matter. You got work to do. You're having a glass of wine, mate. Twist my arm. You know what I mean? Jesus, bring a glass of wine with you. Go, do you want this? Yeah.
Wow.
After every meal, they also give you a coffee.
No.
You have to pay for it. I wouldn't do that. That's not my thing. I asked maybe a shot of limoncello. You know, got to punch that. You know, little shot of limoncello. That's my.
Would you do that?
I wasn't doing that. I had work to do. I would have the glass of wine, but
What can you
I was
do?
being reasonable. You know,
That's the high life, though, baby.
you know,
do you know what I mean?
we'd go out for food, or we'd go out and we'd have a bit of free time, and I go, 1 wine or 1 beer before we go for the shoot.
I get it.
That's
babe.
the limit.
I get it.
That's the limit. I was very proud of myself for that. But yeah, it was just great. It felt like food was such a important thing there. And I thought food is important in my life. And I feel like the British way of life, sometimes you get caught up, you get busy, you don't even think about it.
No.
Italy, everything halts for the meal. This is
beautiful.
Excellent.
That is beautiful.
Also, if you're into cigarettes, I guess you could also have a good time, but I'm not really into cigarettes. But the cigarette folk, they were into it.
Well, look, it's my point next, but you just keep going. I'll just save mine for the Patreon. We don't have to.
Oh, yeah, then I got asked another question.
So thank you. Come on.
Oh, cheers. Yeah. Anyway, don't have much time is all, so I've got to get through it. I got asked a question while I was out there. There was a big group of people, and there was the only other British guy. I lied when I said me and Scott were the only ones. There was one British guy who was slightly older than us, right? And he was the like caster of the esports event, right? I didn't really speak to him too much, but then eventually I got to speak to him. He came out for a beer after the esports event. And he started speaking. He started telling me a story. And he was like, I don't know. He's like, oh, yeah. I used to be involved in esports myself. I don't know if you know this guy. His name's Philza. I went, do I know Philza? It turns out he used to play in Halo tournaments with Phil. They were like mates.
No way.
Like, fucking small world again. I'm like, sat there with Phil's old friend. I take a selfie, send it to Phil. He's like, no way, Harry. I haven't seen him in years.
Oh, my God.
So cool.
That's
I met one of
amazing.
like the guys who like came up with Phil, like knew him when he had like 3 viewers and was playing in Halo
Wow.
tournaments. And
That's
I met
ace.
this guy that used to know Phil. So
That's
sick.
really cool.
It's like what a mad coincidence. We're both on this weird like Asphalt Legends trip. How would that possibly?
Yeah, that's mad.
Like so weird. Because apparently he used to be good at. Apparently he got into the Asphalt Legends space himself for a little while.
What
Phil
is
was
that?
telling me. It's a mobile game. Well, it's not a mobile game. It's on PC, Xbox,
Okay.
PlayStation. I could go on, but I won't.
That's mad.
Yeah, had a pint with him. Incredible. So yeah, that's why it was such a good trip. And then this is my only last point. And look, when we set up this podcast, we said explicitly we wouldn't be political, and I don't want to get that way, but look, I got to acknowledge this, man. Fuck's happening in America? What is actually happening? Like it's like
pretty
not
bad,
even.
isn't it?
I mean, it's scary and bad, but it's also like it's genuinely at the point, and this is why I keep saying like it's got to be a simulation or something's like not right because it's like at this point shit's happening that like I can't even I can't believe
Like
I
what?
like here right. There's been 2 things. I keep seeing clips of Trump at the McDonald's rally. McDonald's held a rally, and he's up there, and he's talking about what was he saying? He's like, you know how he tried to push for the Gulf of Mexico to be renamed the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
So I was talking about it. He goes, "We saw the Gulf of Mexico." I said, "Why is it called the Gulf of Mexico? We should call it the Gulf of America, and that's why we did it." Not sure what that has to do with McDonald's, but maybe this is interesting. Like he just like start, he doesn't even know what he's talking about himself. He's like, I don't know what this has to do with McDonald's, but maybe they're involved. What? What do you mean? Are they? What do you mean? What do you mean? And then there's like another one where he just starts. He just occasionally he like makes a little joke. He's like, McDonald's, I love them. I think I'm one of their biggest customers. I don't know if that's a good thing. He rubs his little belly. It's just like mental to watch. Like the president of the United States is at the McDonald's rally talking about McDonald's. What are we talking about? And then obviously all this Epstein shit's going down. They're like talking about releasing the Epstein files. Obviously Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein publicly associated for years. Obviously everyone's asking him, hey, where are these flipping Epstein files? They ask him. He's on Air Force One. Obviously that's the plane. They interview him. This lady keeps trying to ask him. He goes, quiet, piggy. Calls her a piggy. He just calls her a piggy to her face. He says quiet piggy, and the clip goes around for like a day on Twitter, and then everyone forgets.
That's awful.
Imagine if at
Fucking
any
hell.
point during Obama's administration, he just was like, quiet down, piggy. Imagine if he did that.
That is crazy.
It would be like news for months.
Yeah.
And but like this guy's so mental, he just says that shit, and everyone goes, yeah, that's what he does. He just does that.
That is properly awful, isn't it? Dangerous
It's like-
time. That's
It's like bizarre to me. And so anyway, all this shit's been going down. I've been blown away to the point where then I saw a tweet, or no, like a truth. You know, he has like Truth Social. Trump had made I saw apparently that Trump had made a post on Truth Social talking about how it was disgusting that the liberal show Fortnite Friday had been nominated for a streamer award when like honest streamers like Aiden Ross exist, and I genuinely believed it was real.
oh my God.
I like actually was like, yeah, he would say that. Because I believed it. I'm like, yeah, there's been plenty of politicians on Fortnite Friday. Trump was on an Aiden Ross stream. This all adds up. He actually said that shit. I believed it. I've now since found out I think it's fake.
Oh my
But
God.
even still, I'm not like 1,000,000% sure. And I'm like, this is mad. It's mad. And like, I'm just talking about like the sort of insane, silly shit. So yeah, anyway, this is You know, the other week I spoke about it. The Chinese century is upon us. This is why. The American century of shame must come to an end. And this is it. This is the peak of the American century of failure and shame, and the Chinese century is descending.
Of glory.
Well, someone's got to take over, man.
You really are rallying for this.
I'm not rallying for it. I'm just saying it's an inevitability. If America keeps going like this, if the president keeps calling people piggies,
That is awful.
then what's to stop them? The Chinese century is descending. Ni hao. That's all I got.
Give me that worm.
That's why we're going to transition. Give me that worm. Give me that worm. That's crazy. Imagine you said it like that, and that'd be horrible because it could imply you're talking about my willy. Anyway, there you are. How's it doing?
Oh, he looks good. Found him.
That's anything going on?
Oh, they're chilling, it looks like.
Often they are.
Yeah, having a lovely rest.
Oh, nice. Let's have a look.
Good
Let me have a look down
worms.
to myself. There's a few of them here, actually. If you catch them in the light. There's one. There's one. There's one. None of them moving right now. Let's see this side. A couple more on this side. Again, not moving. Oh, this one is. There we go. A little bit of movement here on the left. Nice. Love to see that. Oh, and another one there. Love to see a bit of movement from them. It's good to know they're alive and not dead. Anyway, that's it for the main episode of the Patreon. If you would like to see the process of Tom being put in drag with our resident drag queen, Mary O'Cart.
The beginnings of, what was her name? Virgin Tracy, Twink, Dirty Twink.
Virgin Tracy's so much better. Why didn't you run with that? Oh, fuck's sake. Well,
Dirty Twink.
Anyway, if you want to see that, that'll be up on the Patreon, some behind the scenes there. But there'll also be 45 more minutes of chat that we have planned out. So keep an eye out. We'll see you over there. It's only $7.
Over on
We'll
the
join you on the
Patreon.